football, basketball, cricket, tennis, all this and more right here on the show on Dominion Sport. On your channel of choice, Dominion Television, where we talk all things sport, back-to-back actions are loaded for you. We have all the updates from the local front this wonderful morning from the MPFL board. Abia Warriors are making the rounds in the world of sports this wonderful morning. Also giving you updates from the world of basketball. It's still the series still very much ongoing, and definitely give you an update on the ATP Rome and also the WTA Rome going on when it comes to the world of tennis. All this and more on the show. We're going to start off from today in the world of football. But before that, let me welcome you to Dominion Sport. I am Paul Abei-Toruwanimi, and I'm not alone in the studio this wonderful morning. I have Sanuruddin Alimi joining me to talk sport right here on the go. Sanuruddin, quickly, just like I said, in the world of sports today, 2013, Sir Alex Ferguson said his final farewell to Old Trafford, winning 13 Premier League, 10 Community Shield, 5 FA Cup, 4 League Cup, 2 Champions League, 1 Super Cup, 1 Super Cup Winners' Cup, 1 Intercontinental Cup, and 1 Club World Cup, the greatest ever. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, viewers. And you just sounded like a stadium commentator introducing Sir Alex Ferguson, and it just brought back memories to my head when it's been announced. And 13 Premier League titles. That's to show you what he has achieved as a manager. And we all give kudos to him for what he did in Manchester United. There hasn't been a manager that I think in the modern day football has done what he did with Manchester United, and we hope someone maybe nearest future comes around and does that. He managed the players well. He dominated for 3 decades. That's to show you how very important he was in the history of Manchester United and how he's revered, even as he stand and his statue outside. And it was just nice to witness a part of his dominance in Europe. Teams like Chelsea, Arsenal, City, everybody has a story to tell about him, and there are several memorable matches from him and his players. He coached Cristiano Ronaldo, coached Wayne Rooney, Van Nistelrooy. The list of players goes on. Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes,
Nick Botts,
Gary Neville. You can go on and on.
Eric Cantona.
You can go on and on and on. And this flurry of players that have flourished under the tutelage of Sir Alex Ferguson. So it was nice to watch him coach his side, and I'm grateful for the memories he created for me.
All right, beautiful. Still on this day in the world of football, in the year 1999, this iconic Parma side won the UEFA Cup, beating Marseille 3-0 in the final. Let me ask you, looking at this picture right now, how many players can you identify from this picture?
I've not seen the picture.
There you have it. How many players can you identify from this picture?
I can see Buffon.
Yeah.
I think only Buffon.
That's Veron. Are you saying Veron?
Seba Veron, yes, I can see Veron in there.
Crespo.
Alan Crespo as well. Yes. It's
where can you locate?
Nah, I'm struggling.
I can see Liam Thuram, the father of Marcus Thuram.
Yes.
Okay, great. So let me ask those of you watching right now, I want you to identify the players you are seeing right there. We're talking about Parma when they won that UEFA Cup, beating Marseille 3-0. How many players can you identify? It looks like our camera unit guys also is trying to identify like 5 or 6, but maybe if you can identify 6 or 5 players, maybe just maybe you might go home with something right here after the show. All right, so let's move away from that and let's talk football from the local front. This wonderful morning is coming from the camp of Abia Warriors, as we got the report about that situation from that side of things, and it looks like the coach has been suspended because of certain issues coming through from that end. For you, what is the situation right in the camp of Abia Warriors?
It's shocking for me when the news broke out yesterday that Abia Warriors have suspended Imama Amaka Kpabo and his assistant from football-related activities.
Yes, coach Bedel Oji.
And I'm here. I'm wondering. Here we go again. The word suspended has been used. At the end of it, we just announced a technical advisor, and now Abia Warriors are doing that. And the reasons given on the official notice from the club was due to sporting insubordinations and all, and changes in the team that played for Abia Warriors in the State FA Cup semi-final over the weekend, and the loss to Kun Khalifat in the last league game. So, yes, you can understand the reasons, but I don't think we have just one game to the end of the season. Where are we coming up with this now? As just allow the season take its course. Finish the season, no matter the position you finish on the log of the table, you've confirmed you've confirmed Premier League status, MPFL status for next season. If you are not willing to continue with the coach, wait for just the last game, and there's nothing else you can do. You're out of the Presidential FA Cup. You're not in contention for the title or the continental ticket. Where is all this strange news coming from? But Abia Warriors and the board members know what they've done for themselves, and maybe in days to come, they will come and share more light on the reasons why they took that decision and suspended their coach and his assistants.
All right. Also, let me inform you that Ike Shiremo and his assistant will step in as an interim coach while investigations are still ongoing following Sunday's home defeat to Kun Khalifa. So maybe there's a buzz around. I'm saying allegedly, maybe bribery, maybe fun. So we can say, just like you said, we hope to get more information from this scene from Abia Warriors camp. Let's move away from that. Still giving us updates in the world of football from the local front this wonderful morning, and it's coming from the camp of Bayelsa United and Wiki Tourists as they have dropped to NNL. The Bayelsa United and Wiki Tourists have been relegated from the MPFL board. Both sides could not avoid to drop this season and will now compete in the NNL for the 2026-2027 campaign. Let me inform you that NNL chairman George Alao says welcome to the league.
You see it everywhere in the world. the lower leagues welcome big teams and big names when they come to their league, and it's going to be the same for Bayelsa United and Wiki Tourists, and both of them had underpar performances before the beginning of this month, or before the beginning of April. We didn't see them in the relegation battle at Holland. All of a sudden, everything turned around. Bayelsa United even got a victory at the Lagos Salami Stadium at the beginning of the season, and that's to show you how things can turn around. It's so saddening for the fans of those clubs, and I know a lot of clubs are looking into the team now to pick one or two players away from the club, most especially players like the goalkeeper for Bayelsa United, the young chap. He represented the Chan Eagles in the last Chan competition. Accord. So those are players I feel will get a bumper move away from the club and save them from the NNL. And just congratulations to NNL for getting a huge boost. This is good for the face of the NNL. You have big clubs that can bring huge revenue and big fans to the stadium and shed more light on the league itself. So let's see what happens next season. But sad one for their fans, but congratulations to NNL for getting two big heavyweights in the division. All
right, let's look at the top goals. As scorers this season in match day 37. It's now open right now. As at last week, it was just Joseph Arumala in that things, and Gordon Obaje on 14. Jonathan Mariga, another player that might move away from Wiki Tourist, after that relegation battle, 13 goals. Victor Mbaoma 13. We have Joseph Arumala with 13. We have Uche Collins 12. Emeka Obioma with 11, and Chidera Michael with 11 goals for Eyimba Football Club of Aba. There you have it. Final game of the season that you think Gordon Obajo should run away with the top scorer award.
He might run away with it. It's the last game of the season, but it's going to be very tough one. He's facing Ikorodu City.
Joseph.
And last time he was in the Southwest, he wasn't able to get a goal against Shooting Stars. He was out of the game completely. So will Ikorodu City be able to shut him out and help their man get 1 or 2 goals to surpass him on the log of the goal standings? Let's see what happens, but it's going to be an interesting one, and I'm looking forward to it.
And or maybe Jonathan Mariga might just finally just nick that one through and say it's final goodbye to Wiki Tourist.
We can open the day. Wiki Tourist can put off a performance well enough that would serve his services and get something. Okay, celebrate the season. Okay, even if we didn't get anything well from this season, we were relegated, our player was still able to do something on the goal standings. Yes, and that's why I like the importance of team performance. This is a team that has one of their players fighting for the golden boot, but he didn't help the fortunes of the club. So that's to show you it's a collective effort, it's a team sport. Everybody has to come together. Just individual brilliance or flashes is not going to help the football club at the end of the day. So let's see what happens. Last game of the season, can they end the season on the high? Maybe get 1 or 2 goals for him to celebrate with them as a player for the last time. And let's see.
Okay, beautiful. Let's see how far that one will go for the top scorer award in the MPFL, the final day of the season. All right, we're going to leave you to watch the beautiful game between Shooting Stars and Barawa. When we're back, we'll be talking about the Super Falcons news this wonderful morning right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice. Stay connected.
standing over the corner kick. So it's taking long, and Tijani and Justice are unable to get to the end of that. Atule misses the ball, and now we have Lucky against the run of play. Oh wow, this is a beautiful run there down the right from Lucky, makes his way into the box. He's unable to find the back of the net. Beautiful save from the goalkeeper. What an effort. Desmond. And Sadiq Ibrahim now flicks down for Ismail Ayode. He's up against one attacker down the right, takes the cross. Sadiq Ibrahim is there. And now down the right for Justice Akpanigolu, crossing into his right. Tijani Kabir sends the cross in. Lucky first header, doesn't find the back of the net. Jamiu Hamzat takes the cross. Sadiq Ibrahim, and that's inches off the goal area. Down the right again. Beats his first marker, beats the second, beats this to make entry. Lucky Gang Emmanuel down the right. 3 men between him and Sadiq Ibrahim, who later gets to the end of this one. Sadiq Ibrahim still in possession, tries the shot, too weak. Once again into this encounter. And now Justice Akpanigolu. Cross taken from Ismail and Ibrahim Zeda.
Well, Tijani is finding Ismail, hopes to get something better, and almost, there is it, gone well wide. And there it is again, Tijani Kabir, Lucky, has a snap at it, and it's scored! Lucky Manuel, consecutive games, got himself in the lucky spot, and he sent it beyond the goalkeeper. For his 14th assist of the season, the fans chanting goal, is floated in. Just over the bar, beating for pace and trickery right there by the man Joseph Atule. And there is Kamara Adegoke sauntering on, he should have passed. He had Lucky Emmanuel. Ayobami Jr. It's crossed into the area. Stephen Amos! Eugene Agagbe. And there it is! Almost! What? The referee says goal kick. But it wasn't. Ayobami Jr. floats it in the area. Kamara Adegoke puts it in the back of the net. And the linesman's flag is up. Might just have snoozed and a chance for him. Safe hands, God give Tekana.
It's 2 minutes to greatness, it's 2 minutes. Miami takes it, and just a big save from the goalkeeper. Stephen Amos once again. Stephen Amos takes the kick. Finds nobody now. Tunde Aziz takes the shot with his left hand. The goalkeeper gets.
The final home game of Remo Stars in the Nigeria Premier Football League 2025-2026 campaign, match day 37, the penultimate game as the Sky Blue Stars continue their search at escaping relegation. The Sky Blue Stars were left shell-shocked when the visitors, Bayelsa United, took the lead inside 8 minutes of football. Silence in Ikene as the boys in blue knew pretty much that they need all 3 points with a quest to escape relegation. Ten minutes on the clock, Alex Yowa tested the goalkeeper Clinton of Bayelsa United from long range, but the ball was well off target. Bayelsa United continued their push as they went in search for a second goal, but this time around, Obasade B was on hand to claim the pieces of the ball. 15 minutes on the clock, Remo Stars had another opportunity as the ball could only be headed straight into the hands of the goalkeeper via Alex Oyowa, one more time facing his former side. Remo Stars got a hold of the ball in the center circle before the ball was spread to the left-hand side with a cross coming in from Chileku Chigozie. Alex Oyowa in the art of everything for Remo Stars combined pretty well from the right-hand side before sending in a deep cross to the back post. On rushing was Albert Culver, who missed Remo Stars' most glaring chance in the first 18 minutes of the game. From a long ball, Remo Stars still couldn't find the back of the net. Victor Bauma with an acrobatic effort straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. 39 minutes on the clock, Alex Oyowa skipped past two white shirts before his shot was deflected for a throw-in. Remo Stars knew that a goal was pretty much needed in the first half to see the game at 1-1, as the Sky Blue Stars continue to push for an equalizer. The equalizer would eventually come when Aruna Adi sent a dipping ball into the back post. Alex Oyowa, who was at the heart of everything for Remo Stars, scoring against his former side. 41 minutes on the clock, Remo Stars 1, Bayelsa United 1. The death touch from the free kick was Aruna Adi's 7th assist of the season. Straight from restart, Remo Stars thought they would be getting a second goal when Samuel Anakwe thought he had dribbled his man, only for a white shirt to keep the ball off him from behind. But the cross still would come for Remo Stars, dusted by Clinton, the goalkeeper of Bayelsa United. Bayelsa United, not to be deterred, pushed forward still in the first half from the left-hand side, sending in that cross, but Remo Stars were well on cue to deflect the ball away. First 45 minutes of the game, we finished 1-1 as both teams resumed for the second half. A big second half and a pulsating season for Remo Stars. It was the Sky Blue Stars who were asking all of the question when Sami Anakwe dribbled infield to find Aruna Adi, whose shot was just fizzling into the hands of the goalkeeper of Bayelsa United. Bayelsa United had their own opportunity from a free kick that was well wide of the area. 63 minutes on the clock, Remo Stars continued to ask all of the questions from their visitors, and the goal would eventually come. From the right-hand side, Aruna Adi, cross was in, Victor Bauma lurking, and yet again scoring for the Sky Blue Stars. His 13th league goal of the campaign. Victor Bauma, captain of the side, leading from the front. If there was a game for Alex Oyowa to turn up, it was indeed against his former side. One goal, one assist, this time assisting the winner via the boot of Victor Bauma. Samuel Anakwe continued to push forward for Remo Stars down the left-hand side, this time beating his man, but the referee called playback for an infringement, and the ball would not go in for a top goal for Remo Stars. The final 5 minutes of the game was tense for Remo Stars, and they needed huge defensive abilities to be able to see out all 3 points. That they did in style. The game finishing 2-1 in favor of Remo Stars. Next is now a big away trip to Bendel Insurance. A win against Bendel Insurance will take Remo Stars.
All right, there you have it. Beautiful game of football between Shooting Stars and Barao. Picking up the victory right there, Lucky Giang Emmanuel. And also for Remo Stars who are fighting relegation, Victor Bauma getting a goal to give them all 3 points on their home front at the Kenneth Township Stadium right there. It's going to be mouth-watering action the final day of the season. Shooting Stars are going away to Niger Tornadoes, while Remo Stars are going to Bendel Insurance. Let's see how far the relegation fight and also continental tickets can go to the final day of the season. Let's move away from that. Let's talk more sport update right here from the camp of the Super Falcons of Nigeria. I've got the update that there will be a longer match plan training tour of the United Kingdom this month as Jamaica have pulled out. The report we are getting is that the Super Falcons will no longer embark on their planned training tour for the United Kingdom this month as Jamaica have pulled out. The NFF planned the friendly to make up for the team's inactivities during the March FIFA international window. Some senior and regular members of the squad were already expected to miss the tour due to club commitment, and plans have been made for another friendly in June international window. Head coach Justin Madugu had hoped to use the UK friendly to assess new players, test fresh options, and further strengthen his squad ahead of the WAFCON. Sanuruddin, this is the update we're getting from the camp of the Super Falcons. Still yet, no training for the ladies. We are waiting for one before we have the competition this year.
I was shocked when I saw the news about the UK tour without players being around. The top players who will play at the tourney later in the year will not be around on the tour, and I'm wondering why this was organized. You want to spend so much money without getting effort. So who are the players you want to bring up together to meet up?
Good question. Good question.
I'm shocked. And for a team that is planning to play in a competition, the amount of friendlies are even lining up of them, it's not looking well. Now the only hope for them, Jamaica have withdrew from the competition, and now they have to go back to the drawing board, start scampering around and looking for opponents who are willing to play against the Super Falcons. It's so sad, and we hope they do better in subsequent times and plan their trips and itineraries better, because this is not how to run a national team. And I know how our opponents who will be playing at the WAFCON have prepared. In the last international window, the Super Falcons were not present. They didn't play any match because nothing was organized for them, and now a supposed tour to UK has been cancelled. Let's see what they have in stock for us for the June international friendlies.
All right, we'll be open for more competitions for the ladies, and that's what we are open for because of the preparations for this year's WAFCON. Let's move away from that and let's talk about the game yesterday between Tottenham Hotspur and West Ham, and either the two will be relegated from the Premier League. Just 2 more games to go to remain for both teams. Tottenham Hotspur have Chelsea and Everton. West Ham have Newcastle and Leeds United. The relegation battle is getting more intense.
Yes, it's getting more interesting. If West Ham had gotten the goal on Sunday against Arsenal, maybe they'll be in a different position right now, but that's a different ball.
And if Tottenham has picked up the victory against Leeds,
maybe something else will have happened. But Leeds came back from a goal down, via the penalty from Calvert-Lewin to dash this first chance hopeful of securing maximum points again in back-to-back games. But now 2 games to go, Chelsea next. Let's see what happens in the London Derby. It's been a while Tottenham has won again in the last 8 Premier League games. That's to show you how poor Chelsea have been. So Spurs might be licking their lips now and saying, okay, this is a chance for us to get one over our rivals and boost our chances of survival for next season. For West Ham, they have to move on from the chances they missed over on Sunday, go back to the drawing board now. You have 2 games to go. Newcastle and Leeds. Newcastle are not in the best of forms at the moment, and Leeds look like they've secured their Premier League status for 1 more season at least in the Premier League. It's all exciting now. Both teams need to go back to the drawing board. Maximum points is non-negotiable from both games. Let's see what happens by the end of the season.
So I want to ask you quickly, what do you think would make out of the relegation, and what do you think will relegate this season?
I want Spurs to relegate.
Why?
I don't like them.
Okay, straight answer. Let's just
not like I like West Ham as well, but I think I would prefer Spurs to go down, West Ham stay up, and let's see what happens.
Okay. I will definitely be giving you an update on that to see how far both teams can go to the final day of the season. All right, it's going to be football showdown tonight. Sanuruddin, a Saudi football is about to deliver an all-time title showdown. Tonight, Cristiano Ronaldo, Al Nassr takes on Karim Benzema, Al Hilal in a match that could decide the Saudi Pro League title. Let me inform you that if Al Nassr win, Cristiano Ronaldo will lift the league trophy for the first time in his career and do it in front of Benzema. But if Al Hilal win tonight, the title race swings completely in their favor, with Benzema leading the charge to crush Cristiano Ronaldo's dream. From dominating Europe together at Real Madrid to now battling each other at the Saudi crown in a winner takes it all clash. There you have it. Sanuruddin, it's going to be interesting today. What do you think would come out on top?
It's going to be an interesting one, and this is a very difficult one to call because we've seen this script open over and over again. Al Nassr, close to the league, Al Hilal with games in hand, just comes around and takes up the lead from Al Nassr. So tonight, Cristiano Ronaldo and his boys, the likes of João Felix,
Kingsley Coman, Sadio Mane,
they need to bring their A game and show the world that we are ready for this championship this time around. One of the chances Al Nassr reeled during this run-in has been the loss to, I think, Al Qudud or something about 2 weeks ago. That threw the title back in contention, and Al Hilal are licking their lips with 1 game in hand. If they get the win tonight, they'll push the league to the last game of the season, and that pushed them family in pole position to get the win at the end of the day. But tonight is going to be an interesting one, and I think the Saudi League is going to get a record number of viewership because everybody's invested in this, and a lot of Cristiano Ronaldo fans are looking for him to get the all-elusive Saudi League that has eluded him for 3 or 4 seasons, and that has been the Saudi Pro League. Let's see what happens tonight. I'm all set for it, and let's enjoy football.
So I want to ask you, are you a Cristiano Ronaldo fan?
I'm a fan of football. I don't stay on the side of Ronaldo or Messi because I think for me, both players have done great things for football, and in their respective quotas, they've contributed immensely to the growth of the game. For the past 15-20 years, for Champions League, we know what they did. In their respective leagues, we know what they did, and even after they left their limelight, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, and all clubs Cristiano Ronaldo played for, they still continue to make waves in the world of sports. So I'm a fan of football, and I'm not to sit on one side of the fence and say I'm not recognizing that person, I'm not recognizing the other person, because I just have to enjoy football.
Right. If you're watching right now, you can drop your comment. What do you think would win tonight's game right there in the Saudi Pro League? Is it going to be Al Nassr of Cristiano Ronaldo or maybe Al Hilal of Karim Benzema? That is a showdown that we'll all be watching, and we'll be back here tomorrow to give you an update on that. Let's talk about the world of basketball quickly. Nuruddin, and the Tigers have a new coach. David Fisdale is the new coach of the Tigers team, and he's saying, "I am super excited. I have Mike Brown to thank, who coached the team before, and the year they beat the USA in the qualifiers and played in Japan. Mike brought it up to me after some good talks, and going back and forth, we agreed that I was going to try and take the team to qualify." Good feat. You want to talk to me about David Fisdale a little bit before we move on to NBA action?
Yes, he looks like a man for the job, worth of experience, and this is what we want. And immediately after his announcement as the coach of the side, a lot of players have showed interest. Players of foreign descent have shown interest in representing the colors of the Tigers in tourneys, and this is a very good one. This is what we want. We've seen the Tigers get all the spotlight for so long in basketball scene, and having a coach now that knows into onions, has the wealth of experience, he's worked with several NBA sides. This is what we want to see. Yes, the Tigers are one of the rival teams on the African continent, but we want it to be more than that. We saw what the Tigers are doing on the big stage. We've seen their tour, we've seen the players they've attracted, and I think for me, this is the right way to go for the MBF. They've gotten the man for the job now. Let's see what he can do. What can he do? What can he galvanize together for the team to push them forward? So congratulations to the team, and good luck to them in their endeavors.
All right, Ousmane Dembele has won the French Ligue 1 Player of the Year, and Michael Olise has been named the best French player playing abroad. And that's the update. Also, Desired Way also picking up an award for the Young Player of the Year in the French Ligue 1. And there's been so much controversy around, Ousmane Dembele around that situation. For you, quickly, within 1 minute, do you think he deserves the award, and why are we having the controversy of Dembele and not, deserving this award ahead of some key players, Mason Greenwood, Lemans, Raja of Rennes? You can go on and on to mention that.
Yes, most of these players that I mentioned, yes, they've gotten more goals than Dembele this season. But for me, goals or stats are not just the only measurement or only criteria to earn these awards. Performance and the contribution of your goals and your stats to the team. The player from Rennes that you mentioned, yes, is leading the goal scoring chart at the moment, but what has it contributed to the all-round improvement of his club's status? They are vying for the Champions League spots. Yes, they are 2 points behind the fourth place position right now, but is that good enough to propel the team to get the continental ticket at the end of the season? That's the question to ask. For Mason Greenwood, we've heard news about him not being on good terms with the club, and that is one of the things that would hamper your chances of nicking the award at the end of the day. So, and for Ousmane Dembele, you can see all you want about him. Yes, he's not started so much games, and not played many games in the season. Injuries, squad rotations, and all has contributed to that. But you can't deny his presence in the team and what he brings to the PSG side. He's a very great runner. He attacks for the team very well, and his goals have been very vital at crucial times of the season for them. So, him getting the award is expected for me. He's the one with the biggest clout amongst those players that we've listed. And performance-wise, he can back it up and say, yes, I've done it with my team. And his fans and team alike, they would reciprocate that and say, yes, that is what he has done for us. Brilliant. And congratulations to him and his players. And for Olise, it's following a pattern now. Everybody's looking to push up a player that will challenge for the Ballon d'Or. This is a World Cup year. We saw what Olise has done with Bayern this season. Played fantastic well, and I think the French players or the French side are trying to collate what is going to happen between and this season. So they will
At the World Cup.
At the World Cup. So they're trying to arrange themselves before they score together.
Agree,
When World Cup teams national teams are releasing their
I
scores.
love that. Yeah.
So
Bosnia dropped their list
Bosnia
already.
Brazil dropped
Esteval.
Esteval is there. Neymar is part of that squad. Are they going to make the season? Are they going
But
to
Esteval is missing in the list.
It's missing in the list, and Neymar is part of the 55-man list that was dropped, and we'll get the final squad in and around later on. But right now, everybody is looking for the best man that will do the job for them, and I'm not blaming PSG for pushing Ousmane Dembele forward for the award.
All right, quickly, you're going to give us an update on the world of basketball, but it's interesting to know that the Thunders win the series 4-0, 11th team in NBA history to start the postseason 8-0. They advance to the Western Conference. That's the update coming through from that end, and I'm sure you have more update for us quickly.
Yes, in the other part of NBA, San Antonio Spurs and Minnesota Timberwolves are still tied on 2-2. Detroit Pistons and Cleveland Cavaliers still tied on 2-2, waiting for the winner of the best-of-7 series, and New York Knicks as well has also advanced into the final as well. So Oklahoma City Thunder.
The question now, is it over for LeBron James with the Lakers?
That's a big one. If he gets a bomber contract away from that side, this is the side that has done well for him. Give him a platform to play with his child. Finally achieve his dream. So that can be a tie down for him, but let's see if he gets a bumper contract from another franchise in the league. I'm sure he's going to take that and move on from that. He's conquered it all, or maybe even
so the king himself that loves to blow the powder off.
This is one of the stories that's going on in the NBA right now. Everybody's looking forward to what's going to happen between LA Lakers and LeBron James at the end of the regular season. So congratulations to OKC. They get a chance to defend their title. And let's see what happens at the end of the other games and other series.
All right, quickly in the world of tennis, WTA, what's happening in that scene quickly?
In the world of tennis, the clay season has taken a lot of upset this season, and for the love of me, this is what we want to see. We don't want to see domination from one part of the game and seeing the same number of players over and over again. And the Rome Masters is now in the round of 16 for the ATP, and for the WTA, it's now in the quarterfinals. For the women's single, yesterday we saw Naomi Osaka and Iga Swiatek play, and that was my match of the day. It was interesting, but at the end of the day, Iga Swiatek showed why she's leading Osaka right now in the world rankings, and Osaka just needs to up her game and come back to the very best we know her for. In the quarterfinals of the WTA Rome Masters, Sorana Cîrstea is going to play Elena Ostapenko. Coco Gauff, who is having a great season as well, is going to play against Mira Andreeva, the finalist at the last championship, last Masters Open. Jessica Pegula is going to play Iga Swiatek.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's going to be a very big one to blockbuster. And it looks like we're seeing the resurgence of Iga Swiatek on clay. This is our forte. This is where she does it well, and let's hope to see something good from her. And Elena Svitolina in the last quarterfinal is going to play Elena Rybakina, who is currently the world number 2. She has a chance to close the gap between she and Sabalenka, between now and Roland Garros. On the men's side, ATP Tour Rome Masters 2026 happening in Rome. Yannick Sinner is going to play against Andrea Pellegrino from Italy. Rublev is going to play against Nicolas. Delgovic is going to play against Landulos. Tirante is going to play against Daniil Medvedev. Let's hope he doesn't break his record this time around. Musetti is going to play against Kaspar Ruud. Kachanov is going to play against Prince Mink. Rafael Yoda, the 18-year-old sensation from Spain, making the rounds in the world of tennis right now, and it's the next big thing for me, in my own opinion. He's going to play against Lennart Tiene, and also another stretch. Last time they played in the Australian Open. Let's see what's going to happen between them. And in the last match, Luciano Daderi is going to play against Alexander Zverev.
Thank you so much for that update. It's mouth-watering back-to-back action in the world of tennis and the world of basketball to